can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and ended on Fox. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Money, money, in front of the Billy, in front of the driver. And man, sit there in the road,
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Tonight, a Sunday night blockbuster, part of the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. It's the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Everybody rocking side to side to the beat. Snap a night, bang, tricks, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, you like to go drop. I'm jumping up the gang, I'm seeing how it's done.
Cowboy 80! Stephanie! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 19 Chargers!
Daniels starts with a pass. Pass brought in by Samuel. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Bronco 80! Ready?
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Lightning 18! Panther 60! Panther 60! Cougar 19! 70 Timberwolf! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long.
60 Bison! 60 Bison! '70 Lions! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! Dragon 60! Go!
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That is caught by Washington. The first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Daniels quick to Deebo. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's number 40 on the season for him.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Come on. 60 by 18 Cardinal. 18.
On the ground, here's Dylan Sampson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up second and 12.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
45-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. Going for it all. That is hard. And he's in. Dylan Sampson. Touchdown, Washington. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Broncos nothing. Jake Rudy to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35. Nix, now to throw it here on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 1. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he'll take it on in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. The kick by Lutz is good. Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cougar 19. Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
That's a quick throw over to Samuel. From the 23, here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9. At the
On play action, Daniels under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That's the Pro Bowler from a year ago, Nick Bonito. Gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Cup 19.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Down the field, he's got Washington. And a a design run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hawk, 70 Timberwolves.
On the zone read, get to Sampson. And he'll take this back to the 43-yard line. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9.
Here we go, set. Lightning 8, 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Catch made, right side by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Washington.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Lightning 18. Tag. Tag the 6. Go, Rig. Go. Ready.
On the ground, it's Sampson. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. All even on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive.
Come on.
How can they do it for a 3rd time?
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On the jump.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. As the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down. They'll give it to Sampson. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panthers the 60. Past the 60.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now here comes the screen to Sampson. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Anytime it's 3rd and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield. And that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking them down for a loss. Brings up 4th down.
Well, a field goal would break the tie, but instead the offense stays out there. They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Now he'll work his way out right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll go play action with Hicks. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
a 1-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun, it's Hicks. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. On first down, here's Sampson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Stop by DJ Jones. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
Go, Reed. Go. Cougar 19. Go.
Once again, it's Sampson. And he'll get forward to about the 42. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Come on. Set. 60 in.
He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
That's good.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
1st and 10.
Here's Sampson. Able to slip one tackle, but not another. He'll be fortunate to get this one back to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Mustang 19. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
"21" is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer.
Now Daniels. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
He will air this out, looking for something. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. A pickup of 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Nix. That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. And he'll take this one in. Jalen Lane. Touchdown, Broncos.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
60 Vikings, 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll throw with Daniels. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. A huge play just before the half. 38 yards. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one from 49. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Stephanie! Cougar 19! Bronco 80! Scoop!
Now this is going to be a design run. The ball's out. And this will be recovered by the defense, but they will not be able to do anything with it. Time has expired, And the first half has come to an end. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Come on, set! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger! Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Daniel. He'll get that to Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Trying to run here with Sampson. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got enough. They convert on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger!
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Commander's first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Another Washington first down.
RPO quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Roadwin Wilson. Touchdown, Commander. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
I just can't wrap my head around that decision, Mike. I mean, think about it this way. If you want to go for 2, by bringing your extra point unit on, you have to snap the ball from the 15. If you keep your offense on the field to go for 2, you get to snap the ball from the 2-yard line.
He'll start at the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Forced out wide. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Any Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
They send Sutton in motion. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. A run once more, that's Harvey. And oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. Nick's gonna throw for it. That's taken in, and he's not gonna get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Come on. 60 in.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Hey.
Try again. It's second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Broncos are going to get the football at their own 40.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Nix now to throw it here on first down. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
We see this so often, they call it sudden change. So they teach defenses, Mike. This is a little predictable here. They teach defenses, if we have to take the field following a turnover or some sort of sudden change situation, expect a deep play, expect a trick play. It's just the way offensive coordinators call plays immediately after taking over the possession. And in this case, the defense was ready for it and falls incomplete.
And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That pickup good for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. Good blocking to the 15. And he will score! R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will extend this third quarter lead.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
the touchdown. Luck's going to send this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cowboys! Go! Ready! 60 Eagles! 19 tight, 19, go!
Daniels now on first down. This one complete to Washington. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
18 Cardinals! Viking, 18!
Now, this looks like a design run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Go now!
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That is brought in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 50.
That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
On the set!
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. Sampson will take this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
Commanders 19.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Handoff now for Harvey. And he'll get about 5.
R.J. Harvey, the Bronco ball carrier. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. Again, it's Harvey. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Going up top. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
And that should have been a big one. There's no excuse to drop a ball like that. A sure-handed receiver that's this good. I'm not sure if he just didn't track it. I'm not sure if he lost sight of it for a split second. But you get open downfield at this level, that's got to be a big play.
In the middle, that's Harvey. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing, Nix. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. He'll return it from the 11. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18, Pioneer.
On first down, Daniels. That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He gets it to Samuel, left side. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
For a Commanders
70
first
Timberwolves.
down.
Buffalo 18.
At the 30-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To throw is Daniels. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that's what you call an inexcusable mistake. Sometimes you just have to understand there's no play to be made, no matter how hard you try. There's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless. You just can't put the ball in harm's way.
They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's number 40 on the season for him. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's into the end zone yet again. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Sampson. He's still on his feet. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Throwing now, Daniel. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. Go.
They'll try to hammer it in with Sampson. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he will take it in himself. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
So now Daniels and the Commanders' offense going to go for 2.
Cougar 19, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Daniels going to do it himself. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Oh, my son, get ahead. Sit up, ready. Away, away, away. Away, away, away. Away, away, away. Away, away, away.
They'll drop to throw. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Oh, my son. Ready.
The RPO. That one is complete. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop with 28 seconds to go in the game.
And the
1st and 10.
Oh, my son. Ready. Ready, ready. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Captain, 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 captain.
this one to the tight end, Trotman. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the fourth. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, that's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Luvu. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Seven Pirates, 2. 70 Timberwolves.
Man, left side, it's caught. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball